There's a lot of people that smoke, $20, $30 cigars. I know a lot of guys that smoke it and they think like you have to have like a $20 or a $30 cigar for it to be good. Like I've had $20, $30 cigars and those are great, of course, but you can get a good cigar for $5.99, $6.99 and have a great, experience. So it just depends on what you're looking for. And if you open a different brands, you can find good cigars for good prices.
Does that same theory work for vodka?
No, it does not, because in college we
You
drank
can't
a lot of
exactly. That's what I want to.
no.
So you can't
And,
get. So what you're telling me is that you can't get a $5 vodka
I mean, you can get a
and,
five
and
dollar
get and get
vodka.
the same quality.
No, the thing about what was that vodka we drank in
You know
college?
what it was. I just wanted you to say it. You know what the
I
name
think
is.
it's
Oh, with a
Dubra.
D. Yeah.
Dubra.
Dubra.
That
Link
was,
below in the description. No.
yo, that junk was.
This episode sponsored by Dubra.
I know, yeah,
Oh,
$5 gallon of vodka
yeah.
for college kids. All right, good morning, man. Good morning.
What's good, brother?
I'm hanging, man. Happy. Can you smell it? Do you know what's in the air?
What is that? I can smell something, but I don't know.
Yeah, do you smell it? Today, August 4th, as we tape, it's the beginning of something great. It's the opening of football season, where your Las Vegas Raiders will be kicking off the NFL preseason tonight. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Right.
So I'm very excited, especially for not for preseason, of course, but just for football to be kicking off, my Raiders to be kicking off the season. So it's a very exciting time.
Can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Football is a time to gather around the TV and
which you don't do, right? You don't waste a good 8-9 hours on a Sunday watching football from 1 p.m. to midnight. That's not you.
Yes, I'm not gonna be distracted while the forces watch gladiators entertain them. I'm not gonna.
No, it's actually pretty fun.
That's a lie. That's a lie. On occasion, I'm definitely gonna sit down, especially when I'm with good people.
Yeah.
Spending time with them is what I would be focused on. But football in the background, not a bad thing.
Yeah, man, great year. I'm excited for my Raiders, as we've talked about. Big sports weekend. Obviously, I'm here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. The Atlanta Braves are playing the New York Mets. I got a 5-game series up in New York. So it's a big series just for baseball for the sports heads. My Yankees are cooling off a lot. Just lost 2 out of 3 to Seattle in New York. It's crazy. The Dodgers actually now in baseball have the best record. So the Yankees started off hot in baseball. Since the All-Star break, they've cooled a bit. They got to kind of get back to get that number 1 seed in the AL. But that's just the world of sports. Just kind of what I'm immersed in right now, amongst many other things. Obviously, the kids started school, so I got a high schooler in the house for the first time. My daughter started high school yesterday.
Okay, respect.
Just insane. That child was born yesterday.
Yeah.
Now she's 14 as a freshman. It's insane. And then my son.
Wait, was she a little bit apprehensive starting high school, going to a new school, or
not really? Well, sort of. It was more so. So first of all, she is going to a performance arts high school, a specialized high school. Actually, these kids are bad. Like over the summer, she had the opportunity to do like little programs to kind of get herself immersed in her performance arts high school. She actually did a little performance that we obviously took videos of with her singing group. But they had this dance troupe, Dwayne. These high school kids.
Yeah.
They were amazing. Obviously, these are not freshmen. These kids have been going there for a while. But they put on this great like dance, jazz, sort of like ballet performance. Yeah. High school kids. It was great. So like my daughter is basically going to high school at Fame right now.
Okay.
She was feeling more apprehensive because this was a school where it's not zoned. So all of her middle school kids are going to the zoned high school.
Right.
The high school she's going to, she had to audition for. It's not zoned, but once she got admitted, we now have to drive every day. It's not her zone school. We got an exception, but a lot of her friends weren't necessarily going to that school, right? They're going to the zone high school. So that was the apprehension. Maybe she more or less felt like, all my pals, going over there, don't really know. I only know a few people, but she's been there. It's day 2. Yesterday was day one, so we're hoping that she begins to sort of like immerse herself in her with meeting new people, um, more like outgoing band performing, dancing, singing type kids. I mean, that's kind of how school's going. So it's very cool. It's very cool. So
What
day two.
area is she like focused on as far as like
So
performing?
so she's in a conservatory. So there's dance conservatory. She's in a voice conservatory. So she's gonna be
Okay.
singing and stuff like that. So
All right.
so very cool. And I think it'll help her
Wow.
too. She's very shy. She's 14. She's starting to like really come into her own. Definitely, I think this will help her kind of also let her personality flourish, come out a little bit more, be her full self, just like any other kid, right? I mean, she's a great kid. She's not like not confident, but I think with when we were all 14, we weren't
Yeah,
14-year-old
touchy
girls,
age.
but like we were all
Yeah.
14. You're just coming into your own, dealing with like little things that she's doing. But hopefully this will allow her to also let her personality blossom more and just kind of really just come out more. And I think that's gonna be a good thing as well.
All right. All right. How about the other one? How's
The boy, yeah, he's
he
seventh
doing?
grader. He's good.
Yeah.
He just he started. So what they did was they staggered so going in person. So yesterday, my daughter went into school, ninth graders, but they kept the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th graders out to do digital for day one. And my son, middle school, did the same thing. So that the sixth graders go in.
Mm.
My son had to start yesterday as a seventh grader. So seventh and the eighth graders in middle school, they did day one digitally. So he started yesterday was technically his first day, and he did it digitally. Today was his second day, but it's his first day going in. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I know your kid still got like a month of summer left. Still
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
3 strong weeks of summer left. Bittersweet, man. It feels like summer started yesterday, man.
I know. I know. Our summer's
Um,
over basically. Put
hey,
it back in school. Yeah.
I got
Um.
used to waking up late.
Yeah.
Because I usually have the two jobs. I usually, Monday through Friday, I'm waking up early,
Yeah.
leaving that job, going to the other job. Well, now during the summer, I can wake up late. I can do a podcast with my man,
Yeah.
and then go to work later. So
There you go.
summer is a special time for me, man. This summer is especially special because, and I haven't told many people this, but yesterday I just closed on my first property.
Okay.
I got a multi-family property, so I just closed on it yesterday. And I tell you,
So you're
that
gonna be a
process,
you're gonna be a landlord.
I'm gonna be a landlord.
So walk us through the process. Walk us through the plan here.
The process of getting.
Yeah. Walk us through it.
Uh, I can walk you through the emotions, and that's just
Yeah.
a whole bunch of stress,
Right.
a whole bunch, and it just so happens that my loan was randomly picked for a quality control audit.
Okay.
And the things that they were asking me for, I'm looking at them like,
Mm-hmm.
what do you need this for? Like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
We had an estimated date of closing. So I'm thinking the whole time that, we're closing around this date. That estimated date was July 15th.
Okay.
It's August 3rd when we
Yeah.
closed.
Oh my
They
gosh.
were asking for anything you could think of, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it just extended it, and it just was stressful. And
Was this your first mortgage?
this is my first. Yeah.
Your first mortgage? Oh yeah.
First
Welcome
mortgage.
to the mortgage process,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Hell. And the amount of
And,
papers, the mountain of papers that you got to sign, it's crazy.
oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
But I had a very good lawyer. Shout out to Tony, my lawyer. He is a very, like when you deal with certain people, they're just there. You can tell they're just there to do their job.
Yeah.
He made me feel like really, really comfortable. And, we were there for a good 2.5 hours. It felt like 30 minutes, man, talking to him, signing the papers, talking about basketball, Kyrie.
Yeah.
I ended up telling him about my podcast. So Tony, if you're watching, man, you made it, man. He was talking
salute
about
to you, Tony, for sure.
Salute. I told him, if we start doing guests soon,
Yeah.
come right on, because the same energy that me and you have, where we feel like we could talk on and on. I was having it with him.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah, shout out to Tony, man. He made the whole closing process just fly by. As far as signing the papers, but the whole process was very stressful, and I'm just glad it's over. Everybody was asking me, are you excited? Da 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 da. I'm like, you know what? I'm excited for my wife. I'm excited for my kids. For me, I'm excited that this is over. And now it's a whole nother learning process as far as like being a landlord and
being a landlord,
setting
so
all that stuff up. I think I'm the last one in our group to. I think everybody else has gotten like
a mortgage. If I'm
thinking. Oh yeah, mortgage. That's what I mean.
I think that might be right.
Landlord.
As a landlord's not great. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna tell you my experience because it's horrible. But I will say, let me ask this question: Is it how many units?
It's 2 units, owner occupied. I'll be living there too.
That's what I was gonna ask. Okay, so
yeah.
So that's what's up. So you live in one part.
We have a tenant in there already, so we bought the property with a tenant there already.
That's what's up. How long the tenant been there? Like years?
I'm not sure how long, but they've been there for years. Yes, definitely
Good.
been there for years.
Right.
I don't know how many years, but they've been there for a while. Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Because then you can get help with your mortgage at them just paying their rent.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you get a profit or not. That's your business. But that's congrats, man. So you finally is it in Hartford? You moving out of Hartford? No.
Out of Hartford, bro.
Are you really?
Out of Hartford, man.
Where?
Oh, where?
Yeah.
Enfield.
Enfield. Nice, dude. Okay. Now, how's that gonna? Wait, that's gonna affect the kids' schooling.
It's gonna be a further commute. Luckily, we're by the highway, so we can just hop on the highway. It's a straight shot to Hartford. But yeah, it's gonna add maybe like 20 minutes to the commute.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Congrats. That's awesome. And you got the fact that you got the built-in tenant. That's a big deal.
Yeah. That's good.
Homeowner life.
I mean, let's not get. I'm gonna still do a background check. They're new to me. They're not new to the property, but I'm gonna find out about.
Landlord at 2 a.m. Landlord Dwayne, my toilet's blocked up. Oh man. Not. Landlord Dwayne, the fuse box blown out. You gotta get ready for them conversations too, bro. But you got it, man. You got it. Are you a handy? Do you feel like would you consider yourself a handy dude?
I'm definitely a handy dude when it comes to calling other people.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I'll be quick to call other people, and what they're telling me is to build up a team of people that can
trusted people.
Yeah, that can.
You're gonna need a plumber, electrician. Yeah.
So once I got that, when they make that call, I'm gonna make my call and go back to sleep. That's the plan.
Right.
We'll see how it works, but
that's amazing, man. Congrats, Enfield. That's up there. Can't get you guys to still leave the north, but that's fine. I guess it'll never happen.
It's a step.
I'm
out of Hartford.
You're out of Hartford, yes.
Next step, Miami.
It only took us 30 years, but I mean, we're happy to get it done.
Hey,
it's pretty.
People move at different paces. It's all good.
I saw an article though. How is so? I haven't been obviously. It's been about 3 years. I think I went up there in 19, and I saw you guys actually. I think I went up there last year too. But like, I saw an article about the yard goats, and I think they're getting about 7,000-8,000. This is downtown Hartford. Yard goats, the minor league baseball team. They're getting about 7,000-8,000 people a night. That's pretty good for minor league baseball. Like, is Hartford like starting to like build up again, or is it kind of not really just the baseball and that's it?
From what I see, the yard goats are a really big like pulling point. The Dunkin' Donuts Stadium, Dunkin' Donuts Park, is a good place to, especially during the summer, man. I go downtown, I can barely get through it, man.
Right.
There's people everywhere.
That's good.
But that's a good thing. Yeah.
That's commerce. Baby Boy said, commerce. You know what I mean? Like, remember Baby Boy? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's people coming downtown spending money. Yeah. You know, Hartford was kind of a dead town for a while, and then they lost the hockey team, and then obviously they got UConn that still goes down there half their games. But it's good to see. I saw the article. I was thinking about Connecticut trying to keep it up because being down here, Dwayne. I mean they're building. I mean there's new restaurants popping up all over the place, new things to do all over the place, building houses all over the place. They're building freaking townhomes, and they all started in the 400,000. It's just insane. I mean there's just multiple people just so kind of migrating that from what I can see. Right. Obviously, I'm from Connecticut. I've got neighbors down the street are from New Jersey. I've got neighbors up up the road. They're from all different places. All migrating south. It's crazy.
Right. All right, man. So what we touching upon first today, man?
So I thought did you want to talk about Will Smith? So we talked about Will Smith before as it relates to the slap.
Yeah.
He gives us more content to talk about because now he came out with his apology, about 5 minutes. A lot of people have had different opinions on it. I have a opinion, but I'm going to a different direction with it. But what's your opinion on that, Dwayne? Did you watch it, and what did you think about it?
So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man. And this is probably irreparable. I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
So I did watch it. And I think that was our first episode. We talked about
Might have been.
slap. So how long has it been? Like 3 months?
That was the Oscars, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. He said he had to think about it, process his thoughts, get through his feelings or whatever. My general feeling about the apology was for his public persona. I think that is something that needed to happen.
100%.
But I did feel as though the whole thing seemed a little bit robotic.
Okay.
As in, less from the heart, more from his PR team.
You think so?
I got the feeling that, he was saying everything right. I was listening to his words. His words.
He's an Oscar-winning actor. So yeah, he's gonna get that right? Go ahead.
Yo, he got it.
If that's how you feel.
He hit it on the nail. But me, I'm looking like this seems a little bit too perfect.
Right.
And yeah, it just had a robotic feel to me.
Yeah.
He might have meant some of the things he said.
Yeah.
Because, right after everything, of course, he's going off of emotion.
Yeah.
He didn't apologize to Chris because, everything was fresh and whatever. But, it seemed a little bit robotic. But that being said, I feel like it's something that needed to happen, and I'm glad that it finally did happen. Hopefully they can heal from it, and we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah.
What say you, my big brother?
So I agree with everything you said. I think that it could have been robotic. The guy's an Oscar-winning actor. He could fool us. When I initially saw it, I was like, I thought this is fine. To your point, he needed to do it. He's probably got a project or a movie coming out. But I love, though, I will say, the sight of Black men having a conflict resolution, one where somebody actually swallows their pride and says, I was wrong, I'm sorry, and then puts out Whether you think it's heartfelt, maybe you think it's acting, regardless, it's out there, it's in the ether, and he did it, and it's a black man, bigging up a black man, apologizing to his mother, his brother, to Chris, his family, and I like the sound of it. Just the other week, when you talk about conflict resolution between black men, like there was a kid that was shot, another rapper. And first of all, these rappers are actually surprisingly getting shot a lot. These young rappers, there was a kid in Newark, this kid, Jay the Youngin. I have no idea who he is.
No,
I just
never
heard
heard.
about him now because he was killed. He's 24 years old. Fun fact, people don't maybe remember this, but Biggie was also 24. He was young. Biggie was a kid, dude. He looked older, right? And he was around for people maybe don't remember. Like Biggie was a kid. He was 24 years old.
Right.
This kid, 24, years old. And so what do young men examples do they have of when they, have a conflict or have a disagreement with each other? This could, I would, I'm sure, obviously, this is pie in the sky. It's never going to happen. You're always going to have violence. You're always going to have people want to shoot at ops, right? And like kill, but I just hope that young people can look at this example of a strong, professional black man, successful, actually looking at a brother and saying, "I'm sorry." Too much machismo and too much pride gets in the way of a good apology. Sometimes I'm guilty of it, as well. So, I think we're all sort of like guilty of it. Sincere or not, it's out there. We need to stop. We need to maybe just have more positive uplift, I think, among brothers. And I just love to see it. So we don't have so many of our young people, dying. And when I bring up Biggie, the point of that is that, look, I'm 46, I was about the same age as Biggie. It's just but it's just still happening. So 20 years later, our rappers are still getting killed. We got black people getting killed every day in the street. Like just poor conflict resolution. And I just love to see that change. So I hopeful. I know it won't. It's just one guy, Will Smith. But if we can all maybe take this and piggyback and maybe find ways to maybe deal with conflict amongst each other, I thought that was a good example. That's kind of what I would like to see come from it. Obviously, Will Smith's trying to put out more projects, trying to give himself a Netflix show, I'm sure, a new movie that he does. Like, dog, you got to put this out there first. And look, I give Chris a lot of credit too. He said, right now, I'm not ready to accept it. I think that's also appropriate. Right now, just because I got this tour and I'm going to milk this. And I think that's Chris's right too. Because the comedy show is going to be lit and it's going to be jokes.
Yeah.
But that's Chris's right too. But at least for his part, apologize for his part in it.
Yeah, conflict resolution, man. Is something that black people, and I don't know if we got into the machismo of it.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
let somebody punk me type stuff. I feel like you can hold on to all of that and still apologize. Like for me, apologizing is very simple because I've switched my perspective to say, let go of the little things and focus on the bigger picture.
Right.
I'm not gonna take apologizing to somebody as something that belittles me or takes down my worth as a man, but rather shows that I am a man because I can apologize, right?
Right.
So for me to say I'm sorry and to explain my perspective and for me to let you know that I understand where you're coming from, I think speaks volumes as far as being a man. So if we can redefine what being a man is, right? Mm-hmm. It's not you disrespect me, I smack you, but rather saying, I feel disrespected, and then come together and hopefully we can talk about it.
Right.
That should be the new definition of being a man. And I think, if more things like this happen, as far as Will Smith being able to apologize and it being promoted more, because the slap was everywhere. We saw the slap, it was everywhere. Everybody talking about da 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 da. I promise you, I found Will Smith's apology by accident. It wasn't for me. it wasn't plastered everywhere. And I feel like examples of that should be given the same energy. But that's wishful thinking. But
yeah,
I wish that, things like that could be pushed out with the same energy as the slap.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And I just want to be clear too, like, I don't know the reasons why this kid Jaded Youngin was killed. I don't know if it was a slight or if it was jealousy or a robbery. All I'm saying is that I just love to see Black men just in any situation apologizing, expressing love at the same time that we, shoot at each other or fight each other, something like that. That's I don't know the particulars. The police is still investigating that case.
Right.
The dude was on his porch with his father. The father got shot too. Imagine that, dude. The pain, like, as a father, you're just out there hanging with your son. You're proud of your son, right? Regardless if, like, I don't like that drill music, rap music. If my son was doing it, I wouldn't be a fan of it. But hey, he's doing what he loves, and he's got a career, and he's got a following. Like, you still have to be proud. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that Dot wasn't proud or not. But the point is, you're sitting with your son. You're just kind of maybe having a moment, and then people just steal your son, like and he gets shot a couple times in the arm, non-lethal. Like, you're just like, damn, why not me? Like, why my son? Like, why not me? Why didn't he kill me? Like, it's just,
just to veer off a little bit, I'm a big fan of rap. I'm a big fan of gangster rap.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of the artistry of gangster rap. But with that comes the realness of it, right? And I was watching an interview yesterday with Havoc from Mobb Deep.
Yep.
And he was saying, our old name wasn't Mobb Deep. Like, we had a name before Mobb Deep. Do you remember Mobb Deep's first name before Mobb Deep?
I don't. I remember seeing the album though. The album's coming to my head, but I don't remember the name.
Poetical Prophets.
So okay, I was thinking about something completely different. I didn't know
that. Poetical Prophets.
Poetical Prophets.
So he's in the barbershop. It's actually Math Hoffa. You ever heard of Math Hoffa?
No.
Yeah, he's a battle rapper that has a podcast now. Great podcast. Shout out to Math Hoffa. But he's in a barbershop. He does his podcast from a barbershop. And Havoc's in this barbershop and he's telling all the people, yeah, my the old name was Poetical Prophets. And everybody starts laughing, like, oh, and he's saying that the idea to change it from Poetical Prophets to Mobb Deep was Diddy's idea. Not to change it to Mobb Deep, but just to change Poetical Prophets. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So everybody in the barbershop's like, oh my God. Thank God you changed from Poetical Prophets. And there was somebody in that barbershop that said, maybe we need some more poetical prophets.
Yes.
Like, I understand Mobb Deep, everything they put out, and Shook Ones and a whole bunch of classics that they came out with. It probably wouldn't hit the same if Shook Ones was put out by Poetical Prophets, right?
That wouldn't have fit though.
It wouldn't have fit.
It
wouldn't have fit, but I guess the point is, like, Poetical Prophets is not a bad name. And when everybody started laughing about it, I'm like, that might be a little bit of the problem. Like, yeah. Okay, Poetical Prophets doesn't fit Mobb Deep, but nothing wrong with that name, man. Like, I understand it's not gangster enough, but Poetical Prophets is not a bad name. So
yeah, Prodigy. Would they still have been Prodigy and Havoc? Had they?
Yeah, it was Prodigy and Havoc of Poetical Prophets.
Of Poetical Prophets.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna put a picture. Picture on here of their first album cover. I remember the first song they came out with that I heard before they were Mobb Deep was something, I forget it, but I liked it.
Yeah.
This is flavor for the non-believe. Flavor for the non-believe. This is flavor for the non-believe. Flavor for the non-believe. Mr. Soul, drunk juice, sipping no gold. Roll up a nickel bag of weed, lick it up and stroll. Prodigy, verbally tragic, and I'm toxic. Check out the way that I drop it. You know my style. Step back, cause I'm buck wild. All it takes is a mic, 40 dog, and a smile. Baby Grand Pooba, Little Rick the ruler. And in my pocket is a crazy fat bag of Buddha. MCs get can't get with Mr. Money don't fake moves, cause I probably hit your sister. I'm on a mission, word is born. Word to God, I goes on. The little dawn, smooth and fantastic as I get drastic. Shake your brain, mentally and psychopathic. I murder with the brain of Hitler Black. And me being whack, even Kodak couldn't picture that. Yo. This is flavor for the non-believe. This is flavor for the non-believe. Yeah. This is flavor for the non-believe. This is flavor for the non-believe. Check it out. Check it out.
Political prophets.
Yeah, we've talked. Yeah, shout out to Political Prophets. Rest in peace, Prodigy.
Definitely.
We've talked about this before. I love rap music. I love gangster rap as well. You know, I'm not like Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, wanted to like ban drill music, right? That's that new kid. The kid they shoot, they flash their guns, they go to their ops and they shoot at ops, and they go to their funeral and shoot up the funeral. That's what they like. It's just so demonic. It's just so bad. It's so demonic.
And that's real stuff. Like I understand
it's demonic. It's not real. It's demonic, dude. But I'm not for. We've talked about this. I'm not for Eric Adams or any government official stopping anyone from doing their art. Right. I'm not for the big hand of government controlling that. I don't like it. I think it's demonic. But it's for me as a father to say, in this castle, we're not going to listen to this stuff. Right. Yeah. Like. And it's not so today's rap, you know, you've got Cardi B singing about her pussy, right? You've got which is fine. You know, I don't that's fine. The new Beyonce drop, this is not really going to be Beyonce, but like, or you've got Cardi B, you've got Nicki Minaj singing about her pussy. Right. Cardi B singing about her pussy, Megan Thee Stallion singing about her pussy. And so it's like and that's fine. They have a right, they have an audience, they have freedom. I'm not for stopping that. But what I am saying is like, where's the MC Lights of the group? And now maybe this might sound like an old head, get off my lawn. But like, where's Queen Latifah talking about UNITY? Like, I'm not saying we need Queen Latifah. I'm saying we need like today's Queen Latifah or today's like balance to the force, if you will, options. Everybody's singing about their pussy, and that's fine. Like, sing about your WAP, sing about your pussy. I don't care. That's great. You have an audience for it. You have freedom, make money. You have, that's fine. It's not going to play in my house because I've got younger kids, and that's my job as a parent, not theirs, to make sure I regulate that. But all I'm saying is, I wish there was other options. Like, I wish I could introduce my son or my daughter to hip hop. I was listening to. Now it's a little different though too. Like when I was 13, I was listening to Ill Street Blues, Coogee rap, and that wasn't like the most churchful stuff, right? But I didn't have like my mom wasn't really listening to what I was listening to. I was listening to Poison Clan, like a bunch of nasty stuff back in the day. But like now as a father, I'm just like, nah, I'm more of like, nah, I'm gonna regulate what y'all listen to. So my daughter listens to like K-pop and like pop stuff, right? Taylor Swift, Beyonce. She's not listening to Cardi. Not that I know of. I mean, she's 14. She's a little girl. Obviously, I'm not naive to think that she's got a cell phone, right? Right, and she's got AirPods, right? But I would like to think that we've expressed to her that this type of music we're just not going to play in the house right now. When you're older, you can enjoy it. That's going to be your choice. Yeah. I just wish there were more options that I can introduce my son, who's 12, my daughter to. You know, because I'm always like impressing. You have a young daughter, and I'm sure you're doing the same thing too, right? Yeah, especially as a Black father. Like, you're more than your lips, your hits, and your tits. You are more than your lips, your hits, and your tits. You are more than your lips, your hits, and your tits. What does that mean? Like, you have all those things as a Black woman. You are gonna be voluptuous. You are gonna be like all that stuff, but you are also gonna be more. Like, people should also like understand that you have like intellect, you have personality, you have dreams. You are not just a bitch that people can slide their credit card down their ass with. Like, what I'm saying? Like, we objectify it so much, it becomes so objectifying that you almost have to sort of like build into your daughters, you are more than your, I don't say my daughter, my wife would kill me, but you know what I mean? Like, you are more than your lips, your hits, and your tits. You are more than that. You are more than that. Like, you have a brain, you have a soul, you have dreams. It's great to have lips, hits, and tits, but like, what else is it about you that's going to be interesting? And so as a father, I'm always trying to affirm that part, because the world, social media, the music, right, it's all superficial. The music's demonic. Social media is superficial. You can't keep the kids like totally off of it. You try to regulate it as best you can. You don't want kids to be completely sheltered, because when they become adults, it's going to be a problem too. But you always have to sort of like affirm against the grain once in a while. that this is fake, this is bullshit. You understand that it's cool to look at, but you understand these people are very unhappy. A lot of them, they've got problems. It's just fake. It's filtered. Like you're real. This is real. Family's real. Your mom, your dad, your brother, like your sister. Like I said it to my son as well, because the little boys get self-esteem issues too with the social media. I think you know that as well. So, yeah. So going back just to the rap thing, I have no problem with the music. Like I said, I don't listen to it in the house. I just wish there was more. And maybe there's out there. I know there's a Rhapsody that people talk about that's out there. It's curses. I can't really show it to a little kid just yet, but that's good rap that's out there. And maybe there is that I'm missing. If you're listening to this and you hear me ranting and like John, you're missing. Like, tell me, like, who else? Who are you listening to introduce hip hop to younger people? I'd love to know.
So to your point, there's definitely different options.
Okay, tell me.
The problem is that media does not push these positive options out. Why they push out the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallions and the Nicki Minaj's, your guess is as good as mine.
Mm-hmm.
I got a few conspiracy theories about it.
Okay.
But I'm not going to get all Kyrie about it. I'm just,
we got it. Well, we got
it just kind of, you know.
Well, the audience is dying to know. You can't drop that nugget and not tell the audience what some of the conspiracy theories.
Well, I would say that it's to dumb down the audience, the masses, and to weaken them so they'll be easier to control.
Right.
We're not going to be coming up with any empowering rap, any rap that says you're more than your body. Get India Ari, Erykah Badu, Rhapsody, get all them people out of here. We don't remember those people. Lauryn Hill, bye.
Yeah, I know. God, give me a new.
And listen, Lauryn Hill is my favorite artist of all time.
Gosh, yes.
She's my favorite artist of all time. They get a Nas. They get in anybody. Lauryn Hill, number one for me. And, you know, those type of people are not pushed to the forefront, and they push all of these other people, which are, you know, fine to express. They have their freedom of expression, freedom of artistry. But yeah, as a father who has a castle, we're gonna start with, you know, where we are.
Yeah. And
hopefully that spreads to our kids' families and our other people that see how we are, you know, dealing with our castle. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work on our circle of influence. I always say it, like, you can't change the world by trying to affect everybody outside the world. We're going to change the world by changing ourselves first.
Right.
Then everybody around us.
Around in your circle. Correct.
Right. And then it'll spread out, hopefully.
That's right.
You know? So shout out to the artists out there. Just be mindful of our youth. Youth is our future, you know?
But it's not their job. And that's why I think.
No. Listen, I understand it's not their job, but that's why I say, do what you do.
It's more to the bosses. Who's the boss?
Right.
Like, you need to put out and get more artists. Like,
wait, but before you go down that,
and
you say it's not their job, it's my job to
put
it out there. I can't change anybody.
Yeah.
It's just
you're
like
right.
When I tell people stop eating meat, right?
Right.
You're gonna do what you're gonna do. In my opinion, it's my job to say, hey, have the information in front of you.
Yeah. This is what I would consume. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Let me just put it out there, and then you can do what you want. So
that's right.
The people that are doing this art, do your thing. Just be mindful of the effect that it has on our youth.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Or the market that you have if you put out different music, that you could potentially open up a bigger market of fans.
Yeah.
So think about it even from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like Jigga said, something about lyrically he would be Talib Kweli, but he sold 5 mil, so he's not gonna rap like Talib Kweli, something to that line. Yeah, I mean that's where the money is for sure.
Yeah, man.
All right, so I'm not gonna hit you with the politics just yet, so not today. But you said you had a topic you wanted to hit us with.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to hit well, not an important topic. Well, it might be important to some. I guess Black Twitter was blowing up when they heard that Black Panther was not getting recasted. And you know, in my opinion, well, I'll ask your opinion first. What do you think?
Yeah,
do you think that Black Panther should have been recasted, a brand new actor?
Yeah.
Put in the role of T'Challa?
Yeah. Yes. Fuck yes.
And how do you
1,000% yes.
How do you defend that?
How do I not defend it? It's idiotic. Oh my god. How many Spider-Man had there been?
You want me to give you the real answer? And then, how many Spider-Mans? How many Batmans?
Yeah, how many Batmans? I mean, we got. So let's talk about the Batman.
Can I tell you?
We got. Yeah, go ahead.
One.
That's dumb.
You know what his name is?
What's that?
You know what Batman's name is?
Bruce Wayne. Is that where you're going?
Bruce Wayne. You know how many Spider-Mans there's been?
There's been one. There's two. Actually, two. No, there's been two.
Oh, okay, Miles.
If my son was here, if my son was here, he'd have a fit. All right. Anyway, the actors that play these characters, there's been in the last 20 years, there's been what, 3 Peter Parkers, in the movies.
Yeah.
Batman from the last 20 years. Oh my god, there's been like 4. You talk about Michael Keaton, you're talking about Val Kilmer, you're talking about George Clooney. Then you go to Christian Bale. Then you had Ben Affleck actually played Batman. You got Robert Pattinson that played Batman. So like, come on, like it's idiotic. It's idiotic. The idea.
So listen, so to my defense, what I'm telling you is that the story of Black Panther changes every generation. That's how the story goes. Black Panther before T'Challa was whatever his dad name was. I forget his name. You know, what's his name?
It was I do know his name.
T'Chaka. Look it up while I do that. But
T'Chaka,
the point is Black Panther changes every generation. So
through combat, yes.
Right. So for them to say, all right, T'Challa has died off now, is not complete blasphemy. I get what you're saying, but it's not complete blasphemy because it follows
T'Chaka. Yeah, that's what it was. T'Chaka.
Right. It doesn't completely like destroy what Black Panther does anyway. He changes every generation. So
he changes through combat. Correct. That's why in the first movie you saw M'Baku challenge for the throne when his father died. It doesn't go from son to father. In the comics, in the canon, yes, you have to earn the mantle of Black Panther through combat. So you saw that in the first movie when T'Chaka's dead, T'Challa comes home. He has his powers taken away from him by Ghost Dog, and then he has to fight M'Baku. He beats M'Baku and he gets power. That's fine. You want to put in the movie, you want to recast T'Challa to lose in battle, but he's still out there? Fine.
But imagine, so I'm pretty sure, I don't read the comics. I should definitely read the comics more often because I love Black Panther. But I'm pretty sure in the comics, and I'm sure they related it to the movie somehow, that he died fighting somebody and the next in line was his sister. And to me, that's completely fine. Like, I believe it goes perfectly with honoring the fact that even if you did recast somebody as T'Challa, you would always equate Black Panther because he was the first one and he did such an excellent job. You would always equate T'Challa to Chadwick Boseman. Simple.
Yeah.
When you think of Batman, John, who do you think of?
I think of Bruce Wayne. I think of Bruce Wayne, and when I think of Black Panther, and so no, I don't like it. I don't dig it. His own brother said that this is Chadwick Boseman's
I don't care
brother.
what his brother said. Listen, just because
his brother said that Chadwick wanted them to recast the damn role. Chadwick wanted it.
So you riding because his brother said it?
He said it. Chadwick said it.
When?
The brother said that Chadwick said he wanted the role recast. So you want to honor his death?
Wait, how? Are you talking about?
Not from the grave.
Are you talking about? Yes.
Before he died.
You're talking about keep T'Challa running Chadwick has done 3, 4, 5 movies of Black Panther, and they keep T'Challa running, right?
Yes.
So they keep that
with a
era
new, with a
open.
new, yes, with a new,
Right.
a new black actor to
That
play
plays T'Challa.
T'Challa, and it's the Black Panther.
T'Challa is not Black Panther forever. The first Black Panther that came out, like the first comic, was not T'Challa. It
Yeah.
was his father. The natural progression is that it changes every generation.
Chadwick Boseman's brothers, Derek,
Yeah.
is on board with his late siblings, Black Panther's role being recast so T'Challa could continue inspiring Black fans of the superhero films. Derek told TMZ Tuesday that though Boseman didn't specifically say before his death that he want his role to continue with another actor, he is confident the actor was aware the character was bigger than himself. I want to honor Chadwick. I want to don't recast it. That's dishonoring Chadwick. Well, wait a minute. Chadwick, if you want to honor his death and his legacy, then you need to do with his wishes and what he thought. Right? So let's recast the role.
I understand all of that, but it makes sense what you're doing. Sense. So, no, to be honest, either way would have been fine for me.
So can the little black boys have a hero of their own? Are they just gonna kill them off and not have a little hero for the black boys now for little 8-year-old, 7-year-old, 9-year-old black boys?
Yeah, I guess we should just let the little black girls just float in the wind when they have an opportunity to be a superhero. No black girls for us. We're gonna keep the black boy.
There's black girls. There's Storm. There's always a new Storm, and they've never killed Storm or recast it.
Where's Storm? Halle Berry. When was the last Storm movie?
Storm was in a movie. The last time was an X-Men movie, Phoenix. I mean, it wasn't the best, but they're bringing the X-Men back. They are bringing the X-Men back. They are. I guarantee you, they're not gonna have no male Storm. I promise you that. No, we killed off Storm. It's gonna be Storm's brother. That would never happen.
Well, you're not gonna name a guy Storm. Simple. You're not.
You never heard of like Storm? There's a guy by the name of Storm Thornton. His first name Storm. Yeah, a football player, plays for the Chargers.
Oh, is it?
Storm? Yeah, Storm. First name Storm. Yeah, he's an offensive lineman. The only reason why I know that because Max Crosby of the Raiders was kicking his ass up and down the field, and they kept saying his name, Storm Thornton or something like that. Yes, I'm very cognizant of the little black girls also having, a hero. Hey, the little black girls, you know who they can look up to? Ooh. Sandra Douglas Morgan, the new president of the Raiders. So we got a lot of black female success out there. We do, if you look for it. The brothers are lacking behind, but that's a whole nother conversation. Right. I mean, recast T'Challa, man. I just. Yeah. It's idiotic to me. This movie does not look that. I'm not excited about it. To be honest with you, I'm really not.
It doesn't look good. It's got a female lead.
I'm not saying that. I want to see it's like going to a Batman. So okay, I'm a video game player.
All right.
You play video games? I'm
all the time.
Okay, I'm a big Batman guy. Batman Arkham Knight. First of all, I read Batman as a comics. I watch all the Batman movies, and I played the Arkham Knight games. Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, Batman. All Batman. Yeah. They made the stupid mistake because that game was amazing. Great graphics, great fighting. So on Batman Arkham Knight, they revealed Bruce Wayne's identity, and then they killed him off, or sold him. But he floats off into the sunset. Obviously, you don't know if he's dead or not. He's probably not dead. It's like the Batman with Bane and all that stuff. He kind of also flies off into the distance, right? It's fine. That's how you want to do it. They got this new Batman game coming out called is it Gotham Knights? But it's not Batman. It's like Nightwing, it's Robin, it's Batgirl, it's Red Hood, Red Hood, all those Batman-like people. I'm not feeling it. The game's gonna bomb.
You didn't like Nightwing and Robin?
No. I don't want a Batman game without Batman. And I buy all those Batman stuff. I'm not feeling it. That game's gonna bomb. I'm telling you right now. Mark it down. What's today? August what? 2022? Whatever date it is, August 4th.
Right.
The Gotham Knight game gonna bomb, and I think Black Panther 2 is not gonna be as successful as the first one. I'm just not feeling it. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna check it out the first time. But like, Dwayne, we went I think we saw Black Panther in the movies as the whole family.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 times. Repeat customers, repeat business. I mean, that's how that movie made. that movie made like a lot of money. One of the most successful Marvel movies of all
One of the
time.
most, yeah.
Black people supported it. Came out with like their dashikis and like their
Yeah.
African garb and stuff like that. It was great.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna do that well. I think that you're gonna see it's gonna be proof in the pudding. We're gonna see how
And
well it does.
so I just want to get down to why you don't think it's doing that well, because the lead will not be
I want T'Challa. It's like I'm not going to a Batman movie without Bruce Wayne. I'm not going to a Black Panther movie without T'Challa.
But are you getting that Black Panther is not T'Challa? Batman
No.
is Bruce Wayne.
No. I'm not getting it. In the comics,
I mean, Black Panther is not T'Challa, my guy.
I want T'Challa. I want T'Challa in the next Avengers that's coming up. I want him fighting Doctor Doom. I want him fighting King the Conqueror. I want Black Panther leading the charge. I want T'Challa leading the charge.
I definitely want Black Panther doing all of that stuff too. Unfortunately, it's not T'Challa.
Yeah, it's not. I know.
Shuri.
That's fine.
His little sister, and that's Black Panther. And I want Black Panther to be doing all the things that her predecessor did.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get off my lawn with that. I'm gonna be a curmudgeon. I will go see it, of course. We'll see. We'll see how well it does. But it's very divisive. I don't think you had to do this, but I think he's just gonna recast the damn role. They will never not have a Batman without a Bruce Wayne movie ever.
So you're just
they'll never have Superman.
Arguments. You're dismissing my arguments, man.
I mean, I disagree. I think we can agree.
It's one bat.
Disagree.
It's Bruce Wayne. That's it.
Yes. In the comics, for the most part. In the comics, for the most part,
people cannot live forever is why Michael Keaton is not Batman anymore. That's why.
No, but the next person that plays Batman is still Bruce Wayne.
Yes. Because Batman is Bruce Wayne.
But the Black Panther mantle can go to the next person. That's your point. I'm seeing your point. I just not for this cycle. I don't want to accept it.
Yeah.
I'm folding my arms and I'm being a baby about it. I don't like it.
I got it. Well, I thought I had a good argument. We gotta leave that up to the audience. What do y'all think? Let us know. Should T'Challa be? Should he be recast? I put it on our Instagram too. If you want to comment over there, we got some arguments going on over there too. So should he be recast? I say he should not be recast. John says he should. What do y'all think? So yeah, man. What else you got to talk about, man? We got a little bit of time left. I upgraded our Zoom. We got an hour. I know last week like 30 minutes. It's crazy, but
football, like I said, tonight, nothing really going on here. Weekend's coming up. It's beautiful out here. I'm gonna do some exciting mulching this weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. See all of that
very exciting
home ownership stuff. I can't wait to do, man.
Yes, you're gonna be
what else do you
yes, thank you. So homeowner stuff. So yesterday the door handle crapped the bed, so that we had no one to call, so I had to work on that. And I am very unhandy.
Right.
So my wife's actually very handy. So I gotta put on a new door handle today. So that's what I gotta do.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, the electrical needed a new upgrade because it just went out. That was $500, so that was fun. And then a few weeks ago, the plumbing screwed up here. My daughter's room it got really backed up that I actually had to call a plumber to come fix it. Okay. So that was about $350. So that was nice. Home ownership.
Can't wait.
But it's worth it. It's worth it. Definitely. I don't know what the market's like if you're gonna continue to see that the price of that place increase. I mean, that's kind of
So I can definitely say, you know how the market is. Not the best time to get a deal.
Well, the interest rates. But
rates are going up. I got locked in. I got locked in at a rate. It was funny. I got locked in at a rate. And then as the days went by of this audit, the rate went up.
Changing. It went up, yeah.
And I'm like, lock in this rate. Like, let's go. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's not good. I will say this though. Generally speaking, when there's a presidential election, generally you see interest rates go down. So in about 18 months, the summer of 24, so in the summer of 2024 leading into November, Look to see if you can refi. Look to see what the
Oh,
rates are.
right.
I continue to get calls, and this is actually a problem. We might need more time to unpack this. Wall Street is buying up a lot of homes and making America rent. So it's gonna be, and they buy houses for cash. So regular people, everyday people can't compete. They overpay for houses because they want to just, that's their new Wall Street adventure, is to be into home ownership and to be landlords. And I think that's a really bad thing. I gotta I this week, Dwayne, I've been getting calls from people. Hey, you looking to sell your house? Hey, you looking to sell your house? And yesterday I was screwing with the guy. I said, I'll sell my house, but you got to have a conversation. 600 grand. I said that to make him. I thought he was just gonna hang up.
Oh no.
I
Listen,
said
bro.
600 grand or I'm not talking, right? Um, or even 700 grand. I think I even said 700 because the house is probably worth about, it's well in the fives now. But anyway, I was like 700 grand. I'm not talking. A ridiculous number. And he's like, okay, well, if I can get that, would you consider it? I'm like, if you give me 700 grand, I would consider it. But like, I'm not moving. I'm not in the market to move. But it's bad. Like they're just buying. It's bad. It's a bad thing. This is something that, like, China's buying houses.
Mm.
This is something that again, not to get political, but you don't, politics would do you. I think you need to call like your local mayor, governor stuff and say, hey, we need to do something about private equity buying private homes for cash, just to force people to be forever renters, and then they're not building equity, they're not, building wealth, and they don't have like a home to potentially pass down, to their kids. Like that house you bought, your kids could potentially continue to eat on that rental income space for years and years and years, right? That's a good thing, right? To have that, as long as they keep it up and do all the repairs, which some stuff they will. That's home, that's land, that's a home, right? People need that. Like, this Wall Street stuff is, it's bad. Like, we got to do something about it, honestly.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm a homeowner, man. A lot of learning is about to come, so I'm open for it. I wanted to hit something before I left you, and it's interesting, and I'm not even sure that it's a real story, but somebody brought it to me at work. And I just wanted to get your take on it and tell me what you would do if you were in this situation.
All right.
Conversation
Okay.
should take about 5-10 minutes.
All right. Let's do it.
So I guess somebody broke into somebody's house.
I broke into somebody's house. Okay.
And I didn't read the details. What I do know is that the person that broke into their house was ready to kill them. And apparently, the wife was able to save everybody's life.
The wife. Where was the man? The husband? Did he sleep through it?
No, I believe the man was at gunpoint.
The man was at gunpoint. Got it. So they got guns on him. Everybody's awake. Everybody's aware. The guys in the house got the guy at
I
gunpoint.
believe. Yeah, I'm going to read the story later, but the important part, which I'm about to get to, is how she saved their life. And she saved their lives by...
Don't say it. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
She saved their lives by giving the man a blowjob. Yeah. Giving
That's
the
not...
man...
While he had the gun on the guy? So he's sitting there getting a blowjob while he's got a gun on the man. The man just standing there watching his wife. No, hell no.
All right, so here's my question to you. And answer correctly, bro, because people watch this.
Why didn't she not bite the shit, distract him, so then I could punch him in his face?
So, okay, so listen, so many options, So,
like, she just gonna really just sit there and just suck the dick, and then like make like he finishes, and then he just leaves. And she didn't like.
I don't know the whole story. I'm gonna leave
bite his balls. She didn't like punch him in the balls.
I'm gonna leave the link below so people can read
story.
it for themselves. But my question to you is, somebody breaks into your house. They got the 4-5 on you. any sudden movement, he might just pump. It's over for you. He says, look, we could do this the easy way or the hard way. I'm going to need your wife to do this, and then everybody's safe. The kids can go back to their room and play video games. You can go back and continue your mulching.
Yeah.
I just need this, just a quick 5 minutes, and then I'm out of here. What's the option? And let me tell you what the option. Don't even answer this. Let me tell you what the option is that the guy at work told me. He said, kill me. He said, that's the option.
Yeah.
He said, if my wife does that, yes, everybody's safe. But the trauma of being held at gunpoint on top of being forced to watch my wife do this.
Totally emasculating.
Our relationship wouldn't be the same. Nothing would be the same. My life might as well be over. Shoot.
Yeah, right. Because you're going to be completely emasculated. You would be totally cuckolded and emasculated. Your friend. I mean, you're not a man at that point. If that happens to you and you continue to live, you're not a man.
Right. Right.
But that's not going to ever happen. That's the most ridiculous scenario I've ever heard.
Maybe the story's not real.
It's completely not. It's completely not.
Remember the Onion?
Yes, it's completely. Yeah, it's completely not real.
Or maybe some fake newspaper. But I was like, yo, I gotta ask people, like, what would they do? And
if you were a real woman anyway, like she wouldn't even do that. She would be like, okay, hold on. Now she'd make you think, expose you, and then kick you in the dick. Like, why would she even do that?
But you gotta think any sudden movement, and it's pop like he feel the teeth on him.
Then we're gonna go out together. No, she wouldn't. No, the teeth wouldn't even be there. Once it got exposed, it'd be kicking a dick. And if it's pop to me, like we both can just die together. But I just can't see that ever being a real scenario. I wouldn't.
Probably not real. But
going out in the blaze of glory for that one.
Yeah, that's true. I just had to throw it out there, man. It was just so funny to me. I'm like, this can't be real, but let me.
How was that funny? That's the most horrible thing. Like the most horrible situation.
It was. Yeah.
I'm going out in the blaze of glory. That's what it is.
Yeah. Bro, it's been real. I know we were supposed to do this on Monday. My internet was acting up crazy, but we do it on Thursday. I'm gonna work overtime, get this out for tomorrow.
Make sure you put "not for the kids" at the beginning. There's a lot of cursing, a lot of talking about dick sucking and rape and stuff like that, and
I put "not for the kids" on every episode.
Songs about pussy. So we might not necessarily want to put "not for the kids" on this one.
Yeah, I'll put an extra disclaimer. Not for the kids. Usually it's not for the kids anyway. But.
Yeah, I think this one was extra not. This one was extra not for the kids, but
man.
Interesting discussions nonetheless.
Yeah, man. All right, so we'll pick up. We got to come up with some more topics, but
and
we got 3 days to do it: Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
There's always something going on. You got to get caught up in your political game. We're going into midterms.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
I got to step my game up.
We're out of midterms, but come the fall, you're talking November. There's elections, big elections here in Georgia, big elections in other states. We got the Senate is up for grab. Not the presidency, right? But we've got some governor houses here in Georgia. The one that's gonna be one of the biggest elections with the governor house. You got Stacey Abrams versus Brian Kemp. You've got Herschel Walker versus Raphael Warnock. It's a big Senate seat. It's a big Senate seat up for grab. So a lot going on. We'll definitely be talking about that as we get closer to election day in November.
All right. I'll do my research, do my reading, man. I'll be ready.
All right, brother. Have a good one. Get a family my love. Tell everyone I said what's up.
You already know. You do the same, man.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right. Peace.
Peace.